So I'm just recording this, or just getting this off my chest. I've noticed how it's the All African Games, and of course, as usual, the one constant thing about Ghana is we are unprepared, we are underfunded, and we are shambolic in our preparations and ways moving forward when it comes to the All African Games. I would like to say I'm surprised, and this is not how we do things in Ghana, but come on, let's be honest. Are you, as a Ghanaian living in Ghana or overseas, or somebody who's lived in Ghana and knows how Ghana works, are you surprised? I'm not. The only thing that I know we are certain on is how there are some, massive amounts of money spent on the whole games and little to no fanfare or any way to drum up support from the local populace or get more sponsorship to make this a more lucrative event to boost the local economy. I would say I'm surprised and shocked that these things happen, but I think I would be surprised if I was surprised. If you get what I mean. That's the one constant thing about us. We will never plan properly, we will never prepare. Even when we plan, it is such an opaque way of doing things. It's so corrupt, filled with so many blockades and ways to frustrate and make the whole process, just muddy. Why are we spending $16 million to renovate the 4 halls of residence at the University of Ghana? $16 million to renovate those halls and do infirmary and whatnot. Like at some point in time, you just have to ask yourself, like, do we really want to make a change? Do we really want to get better, or are we just do we just say it because yeah, that's the thing you should do? You should just say it because that's what it is and that's what it will always be. Now, look, it's been weeks before the tournament was supposed to start. The facilities that were supposed to be used were not even ready. They even had to move some events to different venues because the sporting arenas were not ready. Like, we are not serious. I won't even ask the question and say, are we serious? I will say it. We are not serious. We clearly are destined, or we are determined to be mediocre in everything we do. We are very, very mediocre. But sometimes you notice there are Ghanaians with this kind of exceptionalism where we think we are better than what we actually are. But then when you travel abroad or you travel to different parts of the continent, you see we are very, very mediocre. We just cover that with a very nice veneer of, Ghanaians are nice people, they are real polite, they are real gentlemen and ladies, but very, very, very mediocre with that. But we're not mediocre with our corruption. Best believe that we are grade A criminals. We go steal you, make you believe. And that's what we are dealing with here. Is how no preparation, no proper preparation. There was preparation, all right, but not proper ones. You can tell the procurement system is broken because every time we get a product, you can tell there was no proper analysis, evaluation, and vetting to ensure that we get the best value for money. And that's what happens to us. And now we've accepted it. So where will the change come from? How will the change come? If all we are doing is just accepting these mediocre products and we push it out, our kids are never going to be able to compete. Our kids are handicapped in this fast moving world. We are in analog. The world is going into the cloud. Right? They are in the cloud already and they are trying to go higher, and we are hampering ourselves with all these hijinks and all this comedy of errors. You go to the airport, then go do some stupid lion where you wear red, gold, and green. They stand there. It's almost as if like that's all they can ever do. Red, gold, and green. And they get an eagle or a lion or some animal to, represent whatever misplaced jingoism that they have over there. And it's just comical, right? Because you see it and then it's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic when you see the end result of how much we are spending. Hey, and even in another twist, my colleagues who have had to deal with corrupt policemen from African countries are in shock. And I laugh because if you're a Ghanaian and you deal with police, you are desensitized to stuff like this, right? When they stop you and they ask you for something, you are so used to like, oh, boss, I beg, take this thing, go buy pure water. Oh, take this thing, go. Because, Charlie, say if they stop you, then go waste your time. That is who we've become. That is what we are doing right now as a people. But you meet people from the Western world. Not to say the Western world is not corrupt. It's a corrupt, decrepit ways in so many ways. But African brand of corruption, yeah, it will blow your mind. Right? Being openly extorted. If we are an opportunity and I say if we are kete. Policeman, they stand there, they do this thing. They tell you, hey, don't you have something for the boys? Charlie, we accepted it. We are used to it. It's our way of life. Charlie, you never go be.